Howdy, folks. How are you all doing out there? I was trying to think of some new material to do for my domestic violence channel, but I did figure out, I don't know if you all heard about the Kelsey Berreth story about the young woman who was missing from Colorado. She's been missing for about 2 months. Her body's never been found, but her fiance, Patrick Frazee, was arrested for her murder. Okay, I did find some new information on her, and let me dig this up for you. So, her best friend comes out, okay, to speak about her best friend. Okay, her best friend and her, because I read the article, her best friend, they were best friends ever since grade school. So, they knew each other most of their lives. But she's explaining about let me get into what she says about her friend, about how the relationship was between Frazee and Berreth. And it's emotional. Let me get out of here because I'm like in the wrong thing. But I thought this would be interesting for you all to see. You can Google up stuff, but it's very sad about what her friend tells her. So let me read the article to you all. So it says here, and I'm reading it. So it says, Carlberg, which is her friend, suggested in an interview that her friend's relationship with Frazee was not a good one. Okay? She couldn't win. The things he would say were somewhat demeaning. I remember one time, now this is her friend talking, okay? The friend she grew up with. And this is the one thing I'm explaining to you. So she says she can remember one time in particular she came to her and she was crying, and Kelsey is a tough girl, said Cogburn. So her friend said she was very tough. Okay. So let me get okay. I didn't remember specific, she says, but I just remember it was borderline emotional abuse to you right now, is what she told her friend. It was a surprise to Coburn, especially since Berreth seemed to have so much going for her. Kelsey was the kind, sweet girl. She kind of it. I'm sorry. She's kind of had it all going on. She was, she was very smart. She was on top of her game in life, explained Colbert, her friend. Now, this is her friend. Okay. Now, this article, so let me go in here. Let me see if I can find the article. Now, I'm going to let you read. I'm going to let you watch the video. Okay. But let me see. Let me go down here, because this is pictures of her and her friends that when they were friends. And then she says, this is why it was so difficult for Colbert to see Frazee get arrested. She broke down in tears, recalling the moment, saying, I wanted to hold on to hope. That wasn't the case, I gasped on to, well, maybe somebody took her. She added, I think deep down I knew. Colbert says she decided to speak out so that people would know Berreth was a fun and vibrant person. Okay, so in case you haven't heard, they have not found her body. I know that I was looking on the internet, okay, and now they're going to, like, dump yards. Like, between Colorado and, was it Idaho? I have to look it up. But I know that they're going to dump yards to see if they can find her body, because they still haven't found it yet. But her fiance's been arrested. He's been arrested involving their murder. Plus, they got him on murder charges, and they got him on conspiracy to commit murder. So he did not act alone in this. Okay, folks. And then she says she also shared what the message would be to baby Kaylee. So now they're talking about her little girl Kaylee, who has currently lived with Berreth's parents, who have temporary custody of the 16-month-old. So the toddler is like almost a year and a half. But the baby lives with her parents right now, temporarily. I know that your mom loved you so much. She's so happy that you're here, said Carver. I know if she were still around, she would be an awesome example of person that you can grow up to be liked. Okay, and then it continues down here. So these are pictures. Now this is the place. So this is like the Woodland Park. Okay, and then this is him, back to Frazee. And then, okay, let me see if I can scroll down here. Officials in Colorado were searching a waste management faculty just over 40 miles southeast of the home of Berreth last week in hopes of finding remains. So they're looking at waste sites. I'm sorry I made a mistake on that before, but they are looking at waste sites there in Colorado, about 40 miles from her home, to see if they can find her remains. Okay, so authorities were at the Midway landfill near the town of Wim 1 month after charging Frazee with her murder. So they've already charged him. Okay. Now, I believe, and from what I understand, now he had borderline personality. And if you go in there and you Google, it'll tell you. That's what her friend pretty much like recognized. And so he was pretty much abusing her during, before she came up missing. So, okay, so then it says, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation contacted Waste Management of Colorado regarding a potential search at Midway landfill. We are cooperating full, says Waste Management spokesperson when asked for a comment. Okay, so now they're looking on the remains still. They haven't found her yet. Now, Kelsey was the one that the missing Colorado woman who's been missing for about 2 months. She was found on a surveillance tape in a grocery store on Thanksgiving. So she's been missing. She's been missing too much. Still missing. So, and they did suspect. They did suspect that it was her fiance. We all know that. Okay, and you can look this up. You can actually Google her name. I said a friend of Frenzy's, whose granddaughter was a frequent playmate of accused killer's daughter, Kaylee, told CNN that Frenzy and Berreth had split back on New Year's Day in 2018. So they split up right on the beginning of 2018. So that'd be on New Year's Day. Just 3 months after the couple welcomed a daughter, Kaylee. The contradictions comment made by Berreth's aunt suggested that her niece had broken up with Frenzy on November 22nd. So that means she broke up with him like right on Christmas. I'm sorry. Take that back. She broke up with him right on Thanksgiving. So it was right on Thanksgiving. The day she was last seen in public. So that's the surveillance tape that you guys all see. And you can look that up on the internet. Okay, so at the same time, a woman from Idaho has reported becoming a person of interest in the investigation. So now they got a woman who is investigating. They're investigating. So she's probably a person of interest, but they're not sure. There's nothing else here about the person that is being investigated from Ohio. Or Idaho. Sorry, Idaho. And then it says, 2 individuals who have worked with the Idaho woman, Crystal Lee, said that she and Frazee had been in a romantic relationship for months. So in other words, he was cheating on Berreth. Pretty sad. So he was cheating on her with this woman. So that's why she's called of interest. So they were carrying on a relationship for months. The 32-year-old nurse is believed to have possibly disposed of Berreth's phone in Idaho in the days after she was last seen alive. So basically, she took the phone, got rid of it. The mistress did. Kind of sounds like the Chris Watts case, but it's a little different because the little girl's still alive. And it's sad that her mother's no longer here. I feel for that little girl. She'll never know her mom as she gets older. So it's pretty sad. On DailyMail.com spoke with two people who know Lee professionally, and they both said that they had been told that Frazee was having an affair with the woman. So apparently he was having an affair behind Berreth's back, seeing another woman. Lee was divorced from her husband a few years back, they explained, and had met Frazee at a rodeo. So I guess her and her ex-husband had met him at some type of rodeo. Anyways. Neither of these individuals knew exactly when the relationship started, but they believe it could have been as early as 2016. So that means he'd been carrying it for a while, prior to the birth of Frazee's daughter with Berreth. So he'd been cheating on her for a while. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. And then it says here, one of the people DailyMail.com spoke with also said the Lee was in Colorado around Thanksgiving. So now they're placing the person he was cheating with, in Colorado. So that kind of tells you something, guys. I mean, think about it. I mean, was she involved? I mean, who knows? But she's a person of interest. But that's all it says right here. But it does give you, I will play the links here. Let me see what I can dig up here. Here's the link.
Dear OxyClean, I live on a farm with my hardworking husband, 2 active kids, and lots of horses. So I use OxyClean with odor blasters. Just 1 scoop and odor's gone. Thanks, OxyClean.
OxyClean with odor blasters eliminates tough odors.
Killer affair? New information has been obtained exclusively by DailyMail.com, revealing that killer fiance Patrick Frazee was having an affair with a 32-year-old nurse who police are now questioning and investigating. All this as Frazee appears in court today for a custody hearing over Berreth's toddler daughter. Chris Margo joins us now from our New York newsroom. Chris, what more are we learning about this story?
Jesse, one day after ABC News revealed that an Idaho woman is being investigated in the murder case, DailyMail.com found new information about that person of interest. 2 individuals who worked with the nurse said that she and Frazee had been having an affair for months. Those 2 also revealed the woman, who's not in custody and is yet to be arrested or charged, divorced her husband in 2016. Pregnant with her daughter Haley. Margo was said that she lived together for that long. Haley, Frazee's mother Sheila, were going to fight for custody of the baby on Thursday. Trial hearings will continue until February. Berreth's parents continue to custody of the baby. Those 2 appeared via phone rather than face off with their daughter's alleged killer in court. The state is currently still holding the guardians.
All right, Chris, thank you.
Okay, folks. So you let me know your thoughts in this case. Thanks for watching, and God bless you. And if you like my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I just need to know what your thoughts on about this case. Bye-bye, and love you all out there, and God bless.